partir de cette ligne qu'on a là, s'il vous plaît. Tout le monde en bas, s'il vous plaît.
We all like to believe that no one can control the way we think. But there are many techniques that can be used to change the way our minds normally work. One is hypnosis.
Respirez profondément en laissant aller simplement votre imagination.
Anyone can be hypnotized, but only if they want to be. The stage hypnotist rejects those who don't instantly show that desire.
Respirez. Respirez. Fais-moi une musique, quelque chose, je suis vite. À toi, ça le joue très fort. 1, 2, 3, allez-y!
Now the hypnotist only has to give this woman the suggestion she's a member of an orchestra, and immediately she believes she is.
Levez-vous bien debout. Et battez bien la mesure.
Another suggestion, and the orchestra member becomes the conductor.
Hey, ça va!
In trance, people seem so easy to manipulate.
Mademoiselle, battez bien la mesure.
I'm going to take your arm and just put it there.
You can only be hypnotized if you believe in the power of the hypnotist.
That's just fine, and you can just allow your eyes to close.
You must accept him as an authority figure. Different people will accept different authority figures, depending on their needs and value systems. This man would never have faith in a stage hypnotist, but he's ready to believe in a doctor. And he wants to be hypnotized to get rid of his migraine headaches.
Or maybe it's a sensation of warmth. I'd like you very slowly and comfortably to just allow that hand to float up over your head until you make contact, until you're able to touch very comfortably and securely the back of your neck, so that that really good feeling that you can feel in your hand, that's right, very slowly, slowly, very comfortably, can be transferred to the back of your neck.
Suggestions made to people in trance can not only change the way they act, but also the way they feel. Here, the patient becomes more suggestible to the doctor, telling him to relax and control the pain.
You can feel that comfort spreading from your hand into your neck. The muscles become even more deeply relaxed. Your head sinks down, and you sink down. I think the experience of trance is really something that occurs for everyone spontaneously anyway, moments of reverie, of absorption, for example, while reading a novel or adventure story and becoming so engrossed in it that you really feel you're there and are oblivious even to somebody coming into the room at first. But in hypnosis, we have a series of techniques, of styles of communicating and relating with a person that facilitate their ability to experience trance, help them to enter a trance, and even more important perhaps, help them to maintain a trance.
What do you think? Chairs? Desks?
The extent to which a person in trance can be made suggestible is quite remarkable. This young man is wide awake and can even carry on a conversation. He tells the hypnotist exactly what he sees. He thinks he is seeing everything the way he normally does, but he's not.
Anybody in the class?
No, why?
What do you mean? There's nobody in the class?
Myself?
That's it?
Yourself? That's it. Okay. What's happening?
What would happen?
What do you mean what happened?
You see that?
Yeah. Hi, Joe. Hi.
There's nobody in the classroom. You realize that?
Yes, sir.
So what are you sitting here doing?
Talking to you?
Talking to me. Okay. It's time to go.
Where?
Home, I suppose. It's finished. Yeah. But you can't go out of that door. You know that?
Why?
I don't know why. Try it. What's the matter?
Can't get up, though.
Can't get up?
No.
You see that? He's fine. What I suggested simply is he can't get up, and how I interpret it is that he can't get up and he wants to go out.
Who are you talking to?
You're talking to somebody here.
Who?
Some people in the class. No?
Where are they? Yeah.
What?
What's what?
Whom am I talking to?
To me.
And?
Why?
You see the switch? Are you with it? Huh?
What's the switch?
Huh?
What's the switch?
You see anybody?
No, what?
Now what is getting him in and out of? Can you figure it out? Yeah. Huh? What's this? Now what's this movement? This means he's going into that heightened state of suggestibility. It's a non-verbal clue. That means he's out. How is it? You see people?
Yeah, what?
Okay. What do you see?
I see the classroom. What?
What?
Huh?
What did you say?
What?
You said something.
Remember? What is it?
See how swiftly he passes from one state of consciousness into another. Huh?
Hi.
What's up?
Hypnosis is only one technique to put people into the suggestible state of trance. There are other methods that don't need a hypnotist. The oldest techniques used for inducing trance are rhythmic drumming, chanting, and dancing. Early in the history of every culture, it has been discovered that if you overload the senses, the stress will disrupt the way the mind normally works. This leads to disorientation and trance. Just like someone hypnotized, these Moroccan women no longer control the way they think. In the trance state, they may have visions which they interpret as instructions from gods or spirits. Or they may receive what they believe to be powers of prophecy or healing. Highly structured industrial societies have abandoned many of the traditional techniques for inducing trance.
And I want you now to use your imagination. Play the role, play the part, and feel your body relaxing as I ask you to do so. And the relaxing power is now...
But recently, hundreds of thousands of people have rediscovered these techniques in such groups as EST, TM, LifeSpring, Silva Mind Control, and this one, run by Dick Sutphin.
Completely relaxed, completely relaxed. Keeping your full attention now on the sound of my voice as a relaxing power comes into the fingers of both of your hands.
The stated aim of all these groups is to use trance to expand consciousness. Sutphin's seminar plays on the belief in reincarnation. He suggests that while in trance, these people will travel back to a previous lifetime and to events in that lifetime which are the cause of the present-day personal problems.
Closer now on the next count. On the next count, you will reach the end of the tunnel. You will step out and you will see yourself at the age of 15 in a previous lifetime. Letting go, moving backward, number 1.
To induce trance, Sutphin uses a combination of techniques. First, the tone of voice and delivery of a hypnotist, then the element of stress. Instead of drumming and chanting, he plays a repetitive electronic sound which he gradually increases in volume.
Just let it out. Let go of the frustration. Let it out. Keep on with it.
going to do the second one. If you want to let go and you're not doing it, let it out.
The pounding rhythm and the exhortation to let go quickly have the desired result: disorientation and trance. Now they have an experience like that of the Moroccan women. Suitable visions and stories enter the mind. They come involuntarily, like dreams.
Okay, now let go. Let go. Let go. Just begin to completely let go. Breathe deeply. You're letting
Whether these people actually have visions of a past life is not the point. They believe they do. They believe they have pinpointed the root cause of a personal problem, and perhaps thinking they have found the cause will help them overcome it.
For some reason, I had said something that betrayed the tribe.
Afterwards, each person describes what they saw while in trance.
They were leading me up these stone steps, flashing, and I could see all of these faces, pretty angry, upset, and I realize now that I'm just terribly afraid of being embarrassed to have people looking at me.
Again, you have them lead you up the stone steps.
It was,
What happened to you at the top of the stone steps?
well, I knew that I was going to be killed at that point, but I tried to not go into that.
And you can see how that's affecting you now.
And I did.
They're not going to kill you today for saying
I know, I had this, like I said, this fear of telling people what I think because I don't want to hurt anybody. And I didn't realize before that was
where it's coming
probably,
from. Every single thing that we have going on for us, all of our negative feelings, our hang-ups, our fears, they're all coming from some event in our past. Whether or not we can pin it down and identify it in time. Okay, it's time now to be able to speak up and say what you feel you need to say, okay? Knowing that they're not going to sacrifice you to the Aztec gods or something. Let's acknowledge them.
I've never been to a psychiatrist before.
Well, Eleanor asked me to see you to see if I could help you. Maybe you could tell me what the problem is.
That's the problem. I don't really know.
The use of trance and suggestion to try to solve deep emotional problems has a long history. Psychiatry started exploring these methods in the 19th century.
Charcot was interested in the psychiatric disorder called hysteria, and he began using hypnosis to command away symptoms. Freud went and studied under him and was highly impressed by the showmanship of Charcot and how he could suggest away symptom in his patients, and he started to use hypnosis. But then he perhaps was the main originator of the idea that if you use direct suggestion and commanded away symptoms, well, they might temporarily disappear, but they would come up in another guise. You would command away that paralysis, but in a month's time the patient would be psychotically depressed or something of that sort. So he began to see or feel that direct suggestion and commanding away symptoms didn't provide any long-term answer to the patient's conflicts. And then he began his talking cure, his free association process and non-directive approach, and digging out stuff rather than suppressing it.
I guess I feel I'm at a bit of a standstill. And I don't know which direction to go.
In this kind of therapy, unlike hypnosis, the doctor makes every effort to avoid telling the patient what to do. Instead, she is encouraged to talk about her problems so she may come to a deeper understanding of their causes.
I feel like I'm very alone.
But even though there is no hypnotic trance, no direct command, the doctor's influence can still be very strong.
When I was saying about our ideal in Western non-directive psychotherapy is not to use suggestions. And some people say that we're just fooling ourselves when we say that there's as much suggestion going on in non-directive therapy as there is in this kind of therapy I just describing.
I've disappointed a lot of people.
Disappointed people?
Yeah, I think so.
Though not in trance, this patient is under stress and emotionally overwrought. And she is in the presence of an authority figure she trusts and believes. In this situation, even though it is unintended, suggestions are almost certain to pass from doctor to patient.
Yeah, because I had
It can happen in subtle ways. The tone of voice, body language, how a question is asked.
You felt that you shouldn't have had the relationship.
Well, I felt I should have it, but I guess in a way I felt I shouldn't as well. Almost at the same time, I thought both things.
Why shouldn't you have had it?
I went from being looked after by one group of people to being looked after by another group of people.
By one man?
Yeah. Perhaps that was wrong.
So far, we have seen that people can be suggestible when they are under emotional stress and take indirect suggestions, which may have a long-lasting effect. And we have seen people become suggestible when in trance and take direct suggestions, which change them for a short period of time.